The United States led the world in the growth of financial assets last year thanks to tax cuts and booming stock markets. But on the other hand, in the United States, over 500,000 people are experiencing homelessness. These individuals live in a temporary shelter or transitional housing or sleep in a place not meant for habitation. The national average of the rate of homelessness is 21 people for every 10,000. The average rate for the highest homeless population cities on this list is a little above 46 people for every 10,000. This is a fact-based video about the top 10 U.S. cities with a high homelessness population, which also factors in their surrounding metropolitan areas. The homeless population by city is calculated with the help of census data, as well as journalistic investigations and public health surveys. But before starting the video, I want to request you, we put our best efforts to create our every single video, so please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start. Number 10. Portland, Oregon. Portland is a vibrant and scenic city in the USA's Pacific Northwest. The largest city in the state, it's famed for its huge expanses of green space, from parks and forests to breathtaking mountaintops. But, owing to its cool climate and excellent social services, Portland has attracted a growing number of homeless. The city estimates that there are about 6,000 homeless people, of whom 1,887 lack shelter. However, city council members in Portland have voted to allocate $27 million of the city's budget to build a network of designated camping areas for homeless people, approving a fiercely disputed budget measure as the city tries to address its homelessness crisis. Number 9. Honolulu, Hawaii. With over 350,000 residents, Honolulu is the most populous Oceanian city outside Australasia. Honolulu's favorable tropical climate, rich natural scenery, and extensive beaches make it a popular global destination for tourists. The biggest city in Hawaii has an exploding homeless problem due to high rents, the high cost of living, and the warm climate. The entire state is thought to have about 7,000 homeless, with over 5,000 in Honolulu. The state has taken drastic, and sometimes illegal, measures to move the homeless out of major tourist areas, with one local lawmaker even proposing shipping them off to a remote island, as well as breaking up encampments and destroying belongings owned by the homeless. Number 8. San Francisco, California. The city proper is the fourth most populous city in California, with 808,437 residents, and the 17th most populous city in the United States as of 2022. San Francisco attracts millions of people every year. Because of this, people are drawn here, and then they get stuck here. The lack of affordable housing in San Francisco has exacerbated the city's homeless problem, which was already among the worst in the nation. The city did a homeless count in January 2015, finding 6,686 homeless people, 3,505 of whom didn't have permanent shelter. The cost of living in San Francisco is 25% higher than the state average and 76% higher than the national average. That's a big reason for homelessness in San Francisco. Number 7. Chicago, Illinois. Sitting on the banks of beautiful Lake Michigan, Chicago is the third largest city in the United States, just behind New York City and Los Angeles. Chicago has a 2023 population of 2,608,425. Chicago might have as many as 150,000 people in situations that don't involve having a permanent address, but the federal government only classifies about 6,500 as homeless. Over half the city's population are renters classified as extremely low income and are one setback away from homelessness. According to new data, there are currently more than 68,000 homeless people in the city. That's an increase of nearly 3,000 from last year. Chicago recently experienced population decline because nobody wants to live in Chicago in 2023 because of homeless peoples and high cost of living. Number 6. Washington, D.C., Washington. Washington, D.C., capital of the United States, coextensive with the District of Columbia, located on the northern shore of the Potomac River. As of the 2020 census, the city had a population of 689,545, making it the 23rd most populous city in the U.S. While homelessness is decreasing in much of the country, it's had a sharp uptick in the nation's capital. Local press estimates the homeless population at 6,865 in 2023, though most have some form of shelter. High housing costs, lack of affordable rent, and a sluggish job market have kept homelessness increasing in the area, with many other working poor families struggling to make basic rent and bill payments. Number 5. Las Vegas, Nevada. The city bills itself as the entertainment capital of the world, and is famous for its luxurious and extremely large casino hostels. With over 2.9 million visitors as of 2019, Las Vegas is the 6th most visited city in the U.S. This is more bigger than its own population. HUD estimates Las Vegas and Clark County in general have about 7,500 homeless, but other estimates have that number as high as 35,000. Contrary to pop culture stereotypes, virtually none are on the street due to gambling losses, but because of job loss, divorce, substance abuse, and mental health issues. Still, it's more better than Los Angeles and New York. Number 4. San Diego, California. San Diego is a city in the U.S. state of California located alongside the Pacific Ocean in Southern California. With a population of over 1.3 million. San Diego is renowned for its idyllic climate, 70 miles of pristine beaches, and a dazzling array of world-class family attractions. While San Diego's homelessness numbers have actually decreased since 2010, the city still has over 8,700 people living without permanent shelter. About half of that number is sleeping on the street with no housing. A variety of factors contribute to the city's homeless population, including good weather and proximity to beaches. 550 homeless people have died since January 2023. Since 2021, the numbers of homeless deaths have remained over 500, almost 4x the region's numbers compared to 10 years ago. Number 3. Seattle, Washington State. Seattle is a seaport city on the west coast of the United States. With an estimated 725,000 residents as of 2018, Seattle is the largest city in both the state of Washington and the Pacific Northwest region of North America. The last count of the homeless population of Seattle was over 10,000, with 4,500 lacking shelter. The city's skyrocketing rents, large plots of land taken by the tech industry, and lack of temporary residents has led to a number of large tent cities springing up, along with several small shelters that can hold less than 100 people. The problem is that this city is not far from American capital city, Washington, D.C. Number 2. Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the homeless capital of the United States. Hollywood stars, the TV and movie industries, and gorgeous beaches all make Los Angeles a famous city and a popular vacation spot. And because of that, Los Angeles have more than 3,847,400 peoples. We have already made a video on the homeless population of Los Angeles, in which we have told in loving details. If you have not seen that video, then click on the I button above to watch it, or you will find that video at the end of the video. Will be visible. The Los Angeles Times estimates that the number of people without permanent shelter is about 44,000 in Los Angeles County, with an even larger number of working poor who cycle in and out of home insecurity. Thousands live permanently in tents, cars, and improvised shelters. In recent years, homelessness has dramatically increased across the entire city. Number 1. New York City, New York. New York City is famous for its cultural significance, iconic landmarks, diverse neighborhoods, and status as a global financial and business center. And it is the most populous city in the United States, about more than 18,937,000 people living in this city. As many as 60,000 people sleep in New York City homeless shelters each night, and a larger number of children are either living with family members or permanently in shelters. While median income in the city continues to stay stagnant, applications for subsidized housing and public assistance have skyrocketed. People come to New York for good jobs and good lifestyle, and they stay stuck here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.